CRS Submit is a web-based tool that allows communities to easily provide their ISO CRS Specialist with the documentation necessary to participate in the community rating system. It is designed to work in conjunction with your specialist and the CRS Coordinator's manual. Before your next cycle visit, your ISO CRS Specialist will send your community's designated CRS Coordinator an invitation to create an account. After creating an account, you'll be able to log in and enter your community's portal. The first thing you'll be asked to do after logging into your community portal is add at least one primary contact and one community CEO. After adding those required contacts, click the Save button. The welcome screen of your community portal allows you to track your submittal progress, review your community's latest activity, and view your community's submission. To start or continue a pending submission, click the Go to Submission button. After logging into your community's CRS Submit portal, you'll notice that your dashboard is composed of 3 sections: a primary navigation bar where users can give feedback or log out, a sub-navigation area which shows your community info and provides a link for contacting your specialist, as well as a button for sending your submittal package in for review, and a main content area where you build your submittal package. Here, there are also breadcrumbs that take you back to your CRS Submit dashboard. You can complete CRS activities in whatever order you wish. To navigate quickly to an activity, type keywords in the search box in the upper left corner of the main content area. If you prefer to work through CRS activities in a more sequential way, use the series navigation tree just below the search box. The structure of the series navigation tree mirrors that of the CRS Coordinator's manual, with series numbered 200 through 600. Each one of the series consists of activities, and each activity consists of elements. After navigating to the series, activity, and element you'd like to complete, click the Begin Element button to start completing steps for that element. To determine whether or not your community is eligible for a given credit, CRS Submit asks you questions to verify your eligibility. Some of these questions provide a More Info pop-up to add context to the questions. Once your eligibility is verified, you can start adding supporting documentation to your submittal. Supporting documentation can be added to your submittal package in 2 ways, either in the form of file uploads or typed responses. If you prefer a step-by-step view as you work your way through a given element, toggle the Guided Form view. The Guided Form view shows element questions one at a time, walking users through the form in a step-by-step manner. Whether you utilize the Guided Form or Conventional Form view, eventually you'll be ready to review uploads for your community submission. On the ensuing screen, you'll find a list of all documents pending submission. Above that list, you'll also see a green Finish and Add to Submission button. To add all listed documents to your final file, click the Add to Submission button and then confirm that you're ready to submit. After submitting documents for any given element, the status bar to the left of that element in the series navigation tree will change to green to indicate that the documentation for that element is in your final file. You may recall that as soon as we began completing steps for our chosen element, the status of that element in the series navigation tree turned yellow, indicating that we'd started but not finished that element. If you had chosen not to pursue the element in this example from the outset, you would have noticed a red status bar in the series navigation tree. The Not Pursuing button does not need to be clicked for every element your community has decided not to pursue. Indeed, it is simply a tool for communities with multiple contributing members where the primary coordinator might want to make clear to the rest of the team that they are not pursuing that activity. While your submission is in progress, you can decide at any time to discard all written responses and documents for that element by clicking the Discard Changes button. The documents you submit for a given element can be edited at any time, even if you've added them to your larger submission. Indeed, to make changes to submitted documents, click the View Summary button, followed by the Make Changes button on the ensuing screen. Upon confirming you'd like to proceed making changes, you'll be returned to the first step of the submission process. You'll notice that the status of your submission for this element is once again yellow for In Progress instead of green for Submitted. If you have any questions as you work your way through an element, CRS Submit provides a few avenues for you to get help. First, right under the element description, you'll find a Helpful Resources section that you can click to reveal links to helpful documents tied to the element you're working on. Just above that are two different types of links to the CRS Coordinator's Manual. The first takes you to a PDF pertaining to the specific section of the Coordinator's Manual you're currently working in. The second leads to a PDF version of the entire Coordinator's Manual. Lastly, you can contact your ISO CRS Specialist directly by clicking on the Contact Specialist link in the sub-navigation area. Or you can contact your specialist however you normally do. You're also welcome to provide feedback directly to the CRS Submit development team by clicking on the Give Feedback button in the primary navigation area. Once you've completed all elements in your submittal package, click on the Request Specialist Review button at the top right of the screen. On the ensuing Request Specialist Review screen, take the opportunity to review any elements that are still in progress, those you might have started but not added to your submission. You can quickly add elements to your submission using the Pick and Move tool arrows. If you need to make more substantial changes to an in-progress element, simply click on the Exit button in the top right and return to the element in question. Elements listed under Elements Added to Submission are ones that will be sent to your specialist for review when you click Submit. If you've requested more than one review from your specialist, you'll notice the Added Elements box provides a handy way to distinguish between newly added and previously submitted elements. When your submittal package is ready for review, click the Submit button. Congratulations! Your submittal package is now submitted for review by your specialist. And she or he will receive a notification that your community submission is ready for review.